1. The Spirit's Embrace. A group of young people decided to visit a cultural heritage site in Japan late at night, unaware of the eerie presence waiting for them. As they took photos of one of the women, something strange happened. In the images, a ghostly figure appeared beside her, its transparent arms wrapped around her shoulders in an unsettling embrace. The woman felt a sudden chill but saw nothing, only the camera revealed the terrifying truth. 2. The Ghost on the Balcony. A group of women recorded their balcony during the afternoon, laughing and chatting as they enjoyed the fresh air. As evening approached, they returned to the same spot, but something changed. One of them accidentally captured a horrifying sight through the camera. A ghostly woman was visible, reenacting the moment of her death, hanging from the railing. Was this spirit trying to send a message, or was it doomed to relive its final moments forever? 3. The Haunting Passenger. A man was sitting in his car at night, waiting for someone. Bored, he started recording the quiet street in front of him. Suddenly, a woman's whisper echoed inside the car. His blood ran cold as he turned to his right. There, in the passenger seat, was a ghostly figure staring straight at him with hollow eyes. The terrifying presence vanished the moment he screamed and scrambled out of the vehicle, leaving him questioning what he had just seen. 4. The Phantom from the River. Two women decided to go fishing at night near a quiet riverbank. Everything seemed peaceful until they heard a strange noise behind them. Turning around, they saw nothing but darkness. Then, without warning, one of them screamed in horror. Something had grabbed her leg. When she looked down, a pale, ghostly hand was emerging from the water, its fingers ice cold and desperate. As she struggled to break free, the hand slowly faded, leaving behind only ripples in the river. 5. The Factory of Shadows. A group of friends entered an abandoned factory to explore its decayed ruins. As they walked through the eerie, silent halls, they filmed their surroundings. At first, nothing seemed out of place, but upon reviewing the footage, they noticed something terrifying: as shadowy figures lurking in the background.
いとこダメなんですか？手が渋谷だからな。
The figures appeared suddenly, watching them from doorways and disappearing in an instant. None of them had seen anything while they were there. Wo or Wada had been watching them from the darkness. 6. The ghost in the mirror. A woman was casually recording in her bedroom when she noticed something deeply unsettling. In the mirror behind her, an unfamiliar face floated beside her reflection. She turned around quickly, but no one was there.
どこ？そこにあるの？そこにあるの？
ここにもある。ここにある。
見たい。
見たいっつうか、チラッとだよ。チラッとだよ。
ダメなの？
ダメ。ちゃんと見てたもん。いやだから意外とペラってめくっちゃダメだからね、この部屋。意外と
もう一回。
めくっちゃダメだからね。ここにあるもので我慢して。
さ、思ってたけどさ、いやだ、ほら、普段はさ、そつなくこなしてるように見えて、家の中にちょっとさ、なんか、意外と勉強家だよね。努力家っていうかさ。
どういうこと
恥ずかしい。
恥ずかしいでしょ。
バレたくないね。
バレたくない。
バレちゃった。
隠してたもん。
バレたね。
バレた。なんかそういうこと言われてちょっと照れるよね。マジバレてるみたいな。やだ。なんで見せないよ普通。
照れてんじゃねえ。
照れるでしょ。照れる。
あってない。
ないし。
内緒なの？知ってんの？
Her hands trembled as she looked back into the mirror this time. A shadowy figure dressed in a kimono stood silently in the background, watching her with empty eyes. A deep chill filled the room, and in that moment, she knew she was not alone. 7. The basement apparition. An urban explorer ventured into an abandoned cafe tilde copyright, searching for forgotten remnants of the past. He found a staircase leading to a dark basement, untouched for years. As he filmed his surroundings, he unknowingly captured a horrifying sight at the bottom of the stairs. A ghostly figure stood completely still, its body covered in a gray mist. The explorer felt a sudden unease but didn't notice the figure at the time. It wasn't until he reviewed the footage later that he realized he had been watched the entire time. The haunted Halloween store. Enrique was working late at a Halloween store, alone in the dimly lit aisles filled with costumes and decorations. To pass the time, he began filming his surroundings. As he walked through a row of hanging clown costumes, one of them suddenly started spinning on its own. The painted face of the clown mask twisted to look directly at him. A chill shot through his body, and he stumbled backward, nearly dropping his phone. That night, he quit his job and vowed never to return to that store again.
Sin poder dormir, viendo a Chucky, todo solo. Vengan a comprar a estas horas. Su puta madre. Ay, cabrón.
The Phantom on the Lake. A man took his dog for a walk near a large, quiet lake. The atmosphere was calm until his dog suddenly became frantic, barking at the water. Curious, the man began recording, but he saw nothing unusual. It wasn't until he reviewed the footage later that he saw something terrifying, an almost transparent figure hovering above the water's surface before vanishing. Had he unknowingly captured a lost spirit still lingering near the lake? The fireplace's secret. A woman named Rosanna believed her house was haunted, and one night, her fears were confirmed. Strange noises came from her fireplace, so she began recording. As she whispered a prayer, a heavy book suddenly fell from a nearby shelf. A deep, guttural voice echoed from the fireplace, sending a wave of terror through her. Objects around the room began moving as if pushed by invisible hands. Overcome with fear, Rosanna collapsed to the floor, frozen, unable to move as the unseen force surrounded her. The knocking closet. A young boy has been experiencing strange occurrences in his home, yes, specifically with his closet. Every night, the door handle would twist as if someone were trying to open it from the inside. Determined to capture the phenomenon, he recorded one evening's events.
The door to the shed in the back, it is like knocks at me right now. It freaks me out. But yeah, the dog will sometimes just sit at doors. Sometimes the door handle will like turn, and you can see its step, and that. Fuck. was literally nothing.
As expected, the handle started turning by itself. Suddenly, the door creaked open just a crack, revealing complete darkness inside. His breath caught in his throat. The room was too small for anyone to hide in, so what had been trying to get out? The cursed room. A man known as Devil's Gam had been tormented by supernatural occurrences in his home. Objects moved on their own, shadows flickered in his peripheral vision, and an ominous presence loomed over him. Determined to catch proof, he set up a camera. One night, he finally captured something chilling, an indistinct figure peeking at him from the doorway, its form barely visible in the dim light. His body went cold. Something had been watching him all along.
Salam alaikum مرګرو دا زو چرته تلیو مکنه او دا دراله متاسو ګورئ ها کور تراله مو کور راله په بل ولن یار کو تاسو څوک معلومي نو ماته په کمنټس کې نمبر رولېږي صحیح ده مرګرو زماره دی ویډیو دا مطلب دی چې زموږ د کور نه را پیریان لاړین کې یو مولا سره مې رابطه وکړ تاسو نمبر را سند کړو او چې هغه مې راوستو هغه د هر څه تو کتل کنه هغه وی بل څوک ولا راولا نو زه ول څوک راولین کې کو څوک مولا ته معلومي سب خو مولا ته معلومات نمبر را شي یا الله خیر مرګر روزانه زموږ دالي ګورې ها کمرې را لراورانه کړې ده یا الله وګورې مرګرو ها یا الله خیر 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 وګورې مرګرو ها خیر یا الله خیر یا الله خیر یا الله خیر استغفر الله الله اکبر یا الله خیر یا الله خیر یا الله خیر استغفر الله الله اکبر دا به کچن کې ناسو مکنه او بارې الله غسل دی خاطر سو ګوره یا الله خیر یا الله خیر استغفر الله الله اکبر یا الله خیر دا وسه د وګوره خو پورته چیر بار کړی ها یا الله خیر یا الله خیر یا الله خیر استغفر الله الله اکبر یا الله خیر یا الله خیر وګوره خمر کرو یا الله خیر یا الله خیر تاسو مو وینم ګره کوټه پیریان دی خدا واړه دي الناس الذي يوسوس في الناس من الجنه والناس یا الله خیر سوگی رکھا سوگی روڑے ہاں یا اللہ خیر یا اللہ خیر قل اعوذ برب الناس ملک الناس الہ الناس من شر الوسواس یا اللہ خیر یا اللہ خیر استغفر اللہ اللہ اکبر یا اللہ خیر سوگی رکھا یا اللہ خیر 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 قل اعوذ برب الناس ملک الجنة والناس یا اللہ خیر دو یا اللہ خیر یا اللہ خیر یا اللہ خیر یا اللہ خیر دو گورا خلق الناس الہ الناس من شر الوسواس الهناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من شر الوسواس الهناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس یا اللہ خیر یا اللہ خیر یا اللہ خیر دو یا اللہ خیر یا اللہ خیر یا اللہ خیر دو گورا یا اللہ خیر قل اعوذ برب الناس ملک الناس الہ الناس من دو گورا یا اللہ خیر یا اللہ خیر یا الله خیر دو ګوره خاله شپې 12 بجې دي بسم الله یا الله خیر
The house of the murdered. A group of paranormal investigators visited an old house with a horrifying positive family had been murdered there decades ago, and their spirits were rumored to still haunt the place. As the team set up their cameras, eerie sounds filled the air, footsteps, faint cries, and doors slamming shut. During their EVP session, they captured a chilling voice via an agonized scream, followed by desperate whispers. When they played back the recording, it sounded like someone reliving the night of their death. Each of these stories captures an encounter with the supernatural and mysterious, unexplained, and truly terrifying. What do you think? Could these be real, or is there another explanation lurking in the shadows?
Recording on the digital recorder. This is take 2. Whoever's up here, we're gonna go so please come through, whoever this is. anything, the only thing they should have picked up is a few creaks from our chairs.
That almost sounded like we just recorded like the murder taking place.
It's like someone like walked out of here. It's so creepy. It's like a actual series of events that plays out. Screaming.
All right. I'm in Ina and Lena's room. Still injured kids who were just over to have a sleepover with their friends. What the f was that?
Why do you keep saying words that are trying to scare me? What's the heaviness, the darkness that I'm feeling right now? Whoa! Hey! What? Yo! Hello? It literally sounded like someone was running up these...
Hi friends. Now you can join us and enjoy some interesting features. You can get special subscription emblems and also use interesting stickers. Let's join and interact specifically in the comments column. Thank you.